the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues. Shaq.
Bye, Ernie. Here's a better court for you guys.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Indiana Pacers. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out, hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Millsap in at power forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, I did speak with Toronto's head coach. On defense, he said, quote, "We're going to have to neutralize their high flyers. We can't play above the rim against these guys. Whatever it takes, we need to shut down the lane." See if they are able to do that during the game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. They get it again. And Joel Embiid again.
And this is what you get with Embiid. A real scrapper, even though he's a big, skilled, talented guy. He's an energy guy as well.
Now here's Westbrook. Really struggled in the loss against Indiana. A three-pointer off the mark. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Anthony. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. No good on that one.
And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
Millsap a screen on Smith. Westbrook kicks to Millsap. Over Beasley. Westbrook against Smith. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his first basket of the night.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Smith kicks to Anthony. Smith with a screen on Ariza. Anthony. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. In the post, Clark, you were as polished as they come. I watched it with my own eyes and loved the way you play. Just how important, when you go back to that time, is footwork for a big man in the NBA?
Well, I think it's everything, regardless of what size you are, big or small. Fundamentally sound footwork is essential to being a solid offensive basketball player. And as a guy who played inside and out, it was something I took pride in. And I wasn't the greatest athlete, a decent athlete, so my footwork allowed me to gain an advantage against bigger guys.
Now here's Anthony following the miss by Paul Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. First in scoring, third in assists, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Westbrook.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Jordan. Millsap in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Smith. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, I love the drive of Smith there. I mean, he takes contact really well and then still finds a way to finish when he's sprinting full speed to the cup.
Right side Westbrook over Smith. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Westbrook's got his second basket. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Toronto
3-1 for
only
trades
one.
versus keep.
Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, Orlando trailing here.
This summer, a new front office taking over in Orlando after a rebuild effort that stretched back 5 seasons. Magic fans hoping they can get things headed in the right direction now.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Jordan, Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot.
Excellent awareness from Embiid, sensing an opportunity to shoot and taking advantage of it.
And for the Magic, do you think hiring a new GM will get the team headed, Clark, in the right direction?
Well, that's a good question, but I think that's a start. And again, alignment is so key when you talk about organizational success, from your ownership through your president, general manager, coaching staff. Everybody has to be committed to their alignment and culture. Their current structure has some overlap between business and basketball operations. I think that all has to be smoothed out. But one step at a time, one brick at a time.
Westbrook dishes to Jordan. Beasley with the steal.
Keep Beasley. That's double keep
Fast
Beasley.
break Toronto. Here's Embiid. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid. The Magic trail by 5. Millsap in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
And Millsap combines that physicality of a power forward with the skill set of a 3.
Smith on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Millsap has the open look. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched it.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And guys, the big fellas don't always capture the fans' imagination. But Clark, having that charisma makes a difference, and Joel Embiid has plenty of that.
Yes, he does. Charming and funny. I mean, from his love of Shirley Temples to his aspiration of learning to be a point guard, you never know quite what's going to come out of Joel's mouth. And he's enjoying social media, too. You got to be careful there, though.
You're right. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Smith with it. Westbrook picks him up. There's the screen. Smith kicks to Embiid. And stolen by Jordan. And now Orlando on the break. Ariza's got the ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
The well-seasoned Ariza continues to make a difference. I mean, this veteran is a reliable scorer and a quality defender.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Holiday, the pass to Smith. Embiid kicks to Smith. Beasley with a screen on Westbrook. Smith dishes to Beasley.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Caught him.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
He hits the second from the line.
Okay, maybe keep him.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Here's Korver. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Beasley kicks to Holiday. Here's Embiid. It's good from about 19 feet. Embiid's got 10. And the first half comes to a close in a tie.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back,
Show.
folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille. Well, for Toronto. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando? That about right?
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Joe. Anthony is out there with Beasley. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Smith. And it's Holiday and it's shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ariza against Anthony. Here's Embiid. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. We know that getting to the free throw line is almost a skill unto itself, Clark. Which players are elite in your mind in their ability to draw contact?
Well, Kevin, one of the first guys that comes to mind is James Harden, and Russell Westbrook would be another. So good at attacking the defense, putting their bodies into the defender, and because of that, they make it hard for the defenders to guard them without fouling. But those 2 guys come to mind right away in having that skill of drawing fouls.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Feeds it to Ariza. Passes to Jordan. They set the pick. Ariza kicks to Westbrook. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Smith on the wing. Embiid with it. He's got 11. And here's Smith. Pass to Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. The wide open look here for Holiday. Off target with his 3.
And, you know, they don't have it right now. I mean, missing their first 3 shots so far this half, slow start.
Westbrook passes to Korver. Westbrook against Smith. And it's Westbrook missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And stolen by Ariza. Right side Korver. And he's good on the 3 ball. Korver's got 8 points.
Yeah, that catch and shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass is good as it gets.
Anthony dishes to Embiid. Back to Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. You could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Outside Millsap. Over Beasley. And too long on the shot. Toronto trails by 3. Smith outside. 1:09 left to play in the 3rd. Embiid the screen. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Korver kicks to Westbrook. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Screen by Smith. Embiid, the pass to Smith. And he hits it to tie the game up. 7 points in the game.
And I tell you what, if the defender is not on Smith before the pass, it's too late because he's always ready to fire and he burns.
Westbrook kicks to Korver. Jordan dishes to Korver. Kicks it out to Ariza. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ariza's got 5.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
Smith, the pass to Embiid. Throws it down.
And Embiid is H-E efficient. That's super efficient, folks. When he gets cooking, the defense knows they're in for a long night.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Magic out in front, leading by a point. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Toronto trailing. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Paul Millsap. Kyle Korver is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Millsap a screen. Back to Westbrook. The shot. Another miss by Westbrook.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Anthony against Ariza. Anthony's shot is off. Magic shooting a meager 37% for the game. Korver gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Korver's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Puts it up from 12, and it's Anthony again missing.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And Holiday kicks to Embiid. Back to Holiday. And Jordan sends it back. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Korver. And now it's an 8-point Orlando lead.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Embiid sets the pick for Anthony. Over Ariza. And that one's good, Anthony.
Boy, I like how Embiid gives himself up for his teammates, sacrificing his body so they can get good shots.
Westbrook against Smith. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Westbrook's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Orlando. Beasley kicks to Holiday. Toronto working the ball around now. Embiid, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Ariza outside. Back to Korver. The feed now to Westbrook. Over Smith. And it's Westbrook again missing. Smith on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Got to appreciate Dennis Smith now. I mean, this guy is terrific at scoring from everywhere. Very athletic and explosive.
Smith hits them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. They're running.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
A reason to what?
But they salvaged it.
Toronto now.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, this one is ready to be put on ice. Not a whole lot they can do from here.
And so they foul intentionally. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Holiday against Corver, outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Millsap kicks to Westbrook. The Magic again can't hit.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul can make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
From 15 feet away, Embiid, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Need to shoot a 3. Shoot a fadeaway 2, okay. Low basketball IQ.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Tell you what,
Hit
Paul
the
Millsap,
blowout
one of
benches
my
going.
favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Dellavedova from outside, trains it from downtown.
And much like his performance in the 2015 NBA Finals, guys, Dellavedova is clutch. The Aussie is a gamer.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Embiid with 39 and 24. DSJ with 27 and 18. Anthony with that piss poor shooting, 15, 6 and 6. There's an issue if Dellavedova scores more than also that speak for itself. Got Beasley. Then Drew being Drew, and not playing too hot. Surprise Corver leading the pack for the Magic. Westbrook dropping 30. The DeAndre Jordan getting boards with that Kevin Love stat line. Oh yeah.